All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. Let's talk about AJ Parker. AJ Parker came out and stole the show. Like it's 106 Park, and he was an undrafted free agent. Shit, I don't know where he came from. Was it Kansas State? I think it was. Yeah, Kansas State. He came in and looked like he might be the starter nickel, number 41. His number might change. Let's talk about it. Share the video, subscribe to the channel. Now, I woke up. I forgot it was Monday Night Football on yesterday, man. I was damn, what did I do last night? That's a great question. I'm supposed to go live, but I didn't. I was booked out. I don't know what I did last night. Picked up the girls, got something. I went to sleep last night, bro. So, um, but uh, but yesterday, this morning, I woke up and I was like, I was watching on the YouTube. I was watching what was on ESPN. So I was watching the Monday Night Football highlights, and it was had this dude named his name was Marquez Caldwell or some shit like that, man, or Callaway. His name was Marquez Callaway for the Saints, and I had never heard of him. And I guess he'd been in the league a couple years, but he looked phenomenal. He looked phenomenal last year. So he been with the Saints since last season. So I guess he was just somebody. He been look phenomenal, and he went undrafted last year, and he was a diamond in the rough. He looked good versus the Jaguars last night, and now we finally found our diamond in the rough. And, we historically or recent history, we was pretty much hitting on the last 20 years. We were hitting on the 6 and 7 or the 6 or the we was hitting on mid to late round picks. Not the first and second round, but you're talking about Quadre Diggs, Willie Young. Kenny Galladay. So we had a lot of guys that we were hitting on mid to late, man, and that was great. We did find somebody undrafted in Ladarius Waddle, but Adrian Waddle, whatever his name was. He couldn't stay healthy. But AJ Parker, man, he looked like he might be a star in this league. I think his floor, if he keep working hard, I think his floor is Michael Ford. Michael Ford is a hell of a player. When Michael Ford been forced in to start, he didn't really get burnt too much. Undrafted player out of Southern Missouri. So I think Mike Ford got an opportunity to start. He would be a really, really good starter in this league, man. And he looked good. He looked good, bro. And he like somebody might transition to safety too, because he'll come up and play the wood. And you look at Corn Elder, and with somebody else they brought to play the nickel. Well, I forget who else they said. They said Corn Elder or somebody else they just brought in. And AJ Parker, like, he got a start. And the upside is when you look at AJ Parker and return Corn Elder, whoever they brought in to play the nickel, or Nikhil Roby, whatever his name is. The upside is he gonna get better. Roby and Corn Elder, you already see how good they gonna be. Parker gonna be a dog. Then he 5'11". He 5'11". How much he weigh? 178 pounds. He gonna be able to play on the outside. So you pretty much grooming the outside corner to play on the inside. He gonna be able to follow people in the slot, play him on the outside, and he's not going to be a career nickelback. He's gonna be somebody that start on the edge. And talk about Jeff Okudah later. When you look at Jeff Okudah, man, it's just like it ain't looking good for him, because with AJ Parker, and there was another undrafted free agent. They go AJ Parker on the scene, and then you look at my dog playing. You look at AJ Parker, then you look at my road dog, my little dog, big dog right here on the floor. But you look at AJ Parker, then you look at Elefantu, and for the most part, if Okudah don't get his act together, man, he gonna find himself out of here. Most people are already talking about how we should have drafted Justin Herbert. Like I said, that is what it is. But AJ Parker, man, he deserves some credit. And if he don't make the team, man, just let you know it's a favoritism contest, man. If he don't make the team, I think people should be up in arms. Because just because Cornell they're older, or Nikhil Roby got a better contract or something, he deserved to start. Like they said, he brings in the special teams factor. And then sometimes you get those guys coming out of Kansas State and some of them football programs that don't get the recognition as the Alabamas, the Florida, the Ohio States. You know, sometimes you got diamonds in the rough like that. Sometimes they don't get the coaching. Sometimes they don't get the coaching. Sorry, damn foot got stuck on my shirt. Sometimes you don't get the coaching at Kansas State. Or sometimes the team's so bad that, you know, with other players not doing their job, you know, you don't get seen on film. You know, so that's another thing. That's another thing about it too. Sometimes the other people not doing their jobs make you look bad. And right now, you know, the Lions found they diamond in the rough. Now, if he stay focused, man, he gonna be a problem. He gonna be a problem. He's 23 years old, and that's probably a part of the issue, Rob. But you know, he got potential to be on the outside. It's so funny. You draft Jeff Okudah, and you can never known this. You end up finding Elefantu, and you end up finding AJ Parker, and you end up finding those guys. And you know, not really. If you look at it, if Okudah don't, you know, start to show massive improvement, you know, he can be finding a new career. Come here. He could be finding a new career somewhere else fast. So this also just puts some more pressure on him. If he don't get the lawnmower started, he gonna find his way getting traded. You know, and that big play he gave up versus Pittsburgh, that wasn't really like it was his fault, but he was in zone. He got caught flat-footed. It wasn't like he got burnt. He was in the deep half zone, and he got peeking in the backfield, caught flat-footed. So that don't really concern me, man. Now, if he had he been, you know, covering him from the line of scrimmage, he got smoked like that, then we would have had a problem. Then I would have said, man, they ain't looking too good. So the play I really wasn't concerned with, you had Penisa Will get some plays that didn't look so good, but when you ain't had off season, you ain't played a couple years, that's gonna happen. So, but you know, like I said, with AJ Parker, man, you know, nobody seen that nickelback coming with him winning that. Nobody predicted that. And like I said before, sometimes, you know, bad football programs, man, you know, overshadow great talent. And AJ Parker, man, he looking like he might be the next, you know, star in Detroit, man. If he is, don't be surprised if Jeff Okudah don't get traded and he be on the outside. And don't be surprised if they don't pay Amari Oruwariye and they start playing Elefantu and they start playing AJ Parker out there. So we'll see. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. It's the best way to donate. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link there as well too. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you got business questions, inquiries, sponsor video requests. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.